My ex-boyfriend and I got together in June 2020. He cheated on me in July 2020. He told me the girl took advantage of the fact that he was really high. Stop. What up, y'all? Josh and EC here once again with another quality video.
So as promised, we are back with another Therapy Thursday. It's been a long time.
It's been a minute.
I feel like I keep saying this is our first of 2021. I'm done saying that, but we really haven't done this in a long time, and this is back by popular demand as well. If you didn't watch yesterday's video, we posted a Love 'em or Leave 'em, which was also backed by popular demand. So we are gonna go ahead and hop into this.
But before we get into that, Quality Crew already knows what to do. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We got a lot of stuff to get through, so let's go ahead and get into this quality video. Quick disclaimer, we are not licensed therapists. So
this is just based off personal experiences.
This is just
and our
personal
knowledge.
experience and our knowledge. We're basically giving you friendly advice. If
Yeah.
you actually have problems in a relationship and you're serious about it, go get actual couples therapy. There are licensed therapists. They get paid big money to give you guys real good help. So this is just friendly advice.
First one. I've been with this guy for almost 1 year, and I went through his phone and saw he messaged one of his girlfriends. He screenshot a picture of her page, and the picture caption was, "I would date y'all, but y'all crazy." He replied, "Man, I've been tried. I found out and went crazy. I called him out his name out of anger, but he says I overreacted. Now we're not talking, and he's not sure if he wants to be with me anymore. What should I do?" There's wrongs in both this situation, but go ahead first.
There are wrongs in both these situations. I don't think any conversation between a relationship, especially in one that you think is going to last very long, should have any disrespect thrown around.
So that was like your wrong or your fault in the situation. Never call your person out their name.
Once you open that door to like calling each other out their names, then you can't really get mad.
That gets super toxic.
If that gets thrown back, and then it just turns really toxic really fast. Now, in terms of homeboy, he fouled too.
Yeah, no.
He shot his shot.
Yeah.
Like, let's just be honest. He shot his shot while y'all were in a relationship.
Absolutely.
And that's a no-no.
That's he's flirting.
Yeah.
And I count flirting as cheating.
Yeah.
So
it's the thought of it. So like, if she would have entertained it, he would have won.
I think that this relationship, you should just view it as kind of like a learning experience. I personally don't think this is your forever guy. Obviously, you're gonna learn from your mistakes of calling him out his name. But I think it's dope that she already realized that. So having self-reflection is a huge part of having a healthy relationship anyway. So learn from your mistakes for your next relationship, which I'm not saying should be anytime soon. Take time to heal or whatever, but your next relationship, you just know how to move better and you know what the boundaries are, because I feel like he crossed the line.
I honestly feel like he crossed the line. I do.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the backlash. Yeah.
Yep.
No.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
And he said he didn't want to be in the, like, he's thinking about not being in a relationship too.
Right.
Let it go. Therapy Thursday. Hey, Josh and EC. Start off. Your relationship is truly inspiring, which is why you guys are the only YouTube couple I follow and watch heavy for real.
Wow,
Appreciate
thank
you. Appreciate you for real for that. Just wanted to ask, my boyfriend and I recently made 1 year on Tuesday. Congrats. What is it like when you guys made it to your first year as a couple? And do you have any advice on where things should go from here?
So, you know, we like to keep it 100, 1,000 with y'all.
100, 1,000, 1 million. Our first year was rough.
It was rough. And I can't even remember what exactly was the problem year one, but I remember being very unhappy. Like, I cried, I think, our year one anniversary.
You cried.
I cannot remember what it was, but I'm saying that's what.
I think we were like, we had bickered all the way up until our anniversary, and then it didn't feel like
special and romantic and all of that, right? So she's saying where to go from. Well, hopefully they had a great one. If you already did, you're off to a great start.
You're off to a great start. If you guys are having good times after year one, good shot. Like, keep it going.
Where to go from here? I wonder, I wish she would have said her age, because
she said background context.
Okay.
Background context.
Good.
Just to give context, I'm almost 20, he's 20. She said so far this relationship has been the best. He's the only one I've made a year with.
Okay, they're on to a good start.
I think you guys are on to a good start.
So 20, that's around the time we started dating. You were like 19 and I think I was 20 when we started dating.
Yeah.
Where to go from here?
I would say just start diving deeper into conversations. Like, see how deep the conversations can get.
If you have not started Sunday Reflection, which I don't know if you can insert it real quick, but the video that we did over Vlogmas.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen that video, watch that video so you can get a little bit more context about what we mean by that. But I think Sunday Reflection should definitely start if you have not done that, because that'll help with what you're saying of digging a little bit deeper, talking about your feelings and emotions, where y'all's head is at mentally and stuff. That's when those conversations start, because typically I feel like around that age, you are stepping into adulthood with this person.
Yeah.
So you guys are kind of, you know, figuring out what you want your life to be as individuals and potentially together as a couple in the future. So
yeah, and I mean, get a feel for like each other's passions and dreams and see if they coincide. You know, like you're reaching a year, everything seems to be going good. Now I guess you can ask a couple tougher questions just to see
if you haven't already.
If you haven't already asked those tougher questions. But I mean, conversation just continues to grow.
Yeah.
So I feel like if that conversation just continues to grow, then you should be on the right track.
And the last piece of advice I would say is never stop dating each other. Going on date, and like obviously we're in a pandemic, so it can be at home dates. Like we would play Uno or Jenga or sip on wine, and you know, like make it creative. You can make it creative, but never stop dating each other. At least 2 dates a month, I would say.
And find time to put technology away.
Yeah, that shouldn't be at any of the dates. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel like talking to my sister about things is pointless. In the middle of venting to her, she'll cut me off and start talking about her problems and then say sorry and ask me to continue. But she constantly does this, and we've spoken about this exact thing before. What should I do?
I would dare say, this is gonna sound childish, but like if you're having a conversation and they really can't get the picture, have a ball. If I have the ball, I'm talking.
That's a fact.
I will give you the ball and you can talk.
But when you bring this to her though, you gotta bring it in a very loving way.
Delicate.
Yeah, you can't be like, bruh, we need this because you No.
We took a class called Managing Difficult Conversations.
Yeah.
The first thing that you say when you do a difficult conversation like that is say what you want from the conversation.
Right.
So I don't want you to get offended when I say this, but we've already had this discussion that you kind of cut me off every time that we talk.
Right.
I don't really feel
heard.
Right. So
I need you to listen to understand, not listen to respond.
And because of that, I want to try this exercise with you.
I like that.
So I'm gonna have this ball.
Right.
And when I have this ball, I'm gonna talk.
And then when you have the ball, you can talk.
It's your floor.
Yeah. I think that's a great. Look at you. That's good. That's it. That's the answer.
That's the answer right there. Hi guys, love you guys in your relationship.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your engagement.
Thank you.
My question is, how do you fully trust your partner or learn to trust your partner? I've been with my boyfriend for 3 years, and till this day, I still feel like he will cheat on me or will gain feelings for another girl. He hasn't cheated, but seeing it all around me growing up hasn't helped shape my view on relationships. Love all the way from the UK.
Okay. Oh, UK, that's dope. Okay, so immediately she has trust issues from past relationships.
Yeah.
And she mentioned people around her. At the end of the day, what I had to learn, because if I would have held that mentality, then we wouldn't even be together right now. Because all the guys that I've been with, like they were my significant others, have cheated on me. But it's a matter of, one, if somebody's gonna cheat, they're gonna cheat. You can't stop it. So it's also a waste of time to kind of like sit back, dwell on it, and kind of like wait for it to happen. That's not a way to live. And the last thing I was gonna say is innocent until proven guilty. I think is a very important mentality to have entering into, well, it's not even a new relationship, 3 years. If you said he hasn't cheated on you and hasn't given you signs that he has, he's earned your trust.
He's pretty much
3 years is a long time.
Society has a funny way of painting a picture that every man in the world is going to be a cheater.
Right.
If he hasn't proven anything to
make you suspicious.
make you suspicious or take your trust away, then you might as well just give it. Like, imagine going 10 years down the road, he's been good the entire 10 years, and you look back and say, I wasted my whole time being skeptical,
worrying and
like,
holding back from the relationship, being withdrawn and stuff. I was gonna say too, to me, what stands out about that also, if you've been with someone for 3 years, I feel like you have a pretty good gauge of who they are. At least you would think if you guys talk, and that's what I wanted to say though. Maybe try to get to know him a little bit better, because to me, the only way you would be like suspicious or like worrisome like that is if you don't fully feel like you know your partner. I genuinely know you, so I know you wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
We talk so much, and you know, maybe you need to do Sunday reflections too. that'll like, it really bonds you guys together.
New relationships mean clean slates.
Clean slates, new starts. That's the point of a new relationship. My boyfriend and I have been together for about 4 years now. I've known him since I was 6 years old. We were friends a long time. He is really a great guy. However, he told me that he feels like my weight is an issue. I know I have to lose weight. I'm extremely overweight. I have lost some weight, gained some weight, lost some weight, the back and forth. He has been really supportive, purchasing things I need, working out with me. I think he is just over my excuses and the fact that I'm not consistent. But he feels like it's been a long time that if I love him and love myself, I will lose the weight. But it's so hard. I know I can do it. I lost about 50 pounds. He said to me if I don't lose the weight, he can't continue because it causes real issues. Should we end it? Tip on how I can make it better if I should. He is definitely worth fighting for. Doesn't cheat, loves family, man of God. Our families love each other. He's 27, I'm 26.
That is
a lot to unpack.
It is a lot to unpack.
Just sound like he's fed up at this point. The fact that she painted him out though, that he's been supportive and he's tried to encourage the journey and worked out with her. Like I can see how after a while it's kind of like, at 4 years, that's a long relationship.
That's
I get his side.
I kind of get both.
I just don't like that he threatened though to leave.
Yeah.
Though, because it's like 4 years is also a long enough time for you to develop a connection with someone that you wouldn't want to let. But if they don't shape up, I get it. Because
look, here's my thing. Because I was big on her about us getting back in the fitness routine. She doesn't like the gym. We got her back in now, so she's doing well.
Thank you.
She's doing well. Mm-hmm. It's been a journey. It's been a back and forth. Mm-hmm. There's been some tug and pull, and I have had conversations with her like, look.
You never threatened to leave.
I've never threatened to leave.
And that would hurt way worse.
I'm pretty sure that would hurt, and that's kind of like a low blow.
Because it feels like it's like a
ultimatum.
Yeah.
I don't like either or situation.
And it's not like she can like snap her fingers and lose the weight.
But she did lose 50 pounds.
Right. So either do what you did to lose that or get a personal trainer. Like show effort. I think that he sounds like he just wants to see effort.
He wants to see.
He doesn't want to see you like a size 4, but he wants to see that you care about. And I think that's pretty valid too, though, because you guys are young. Assuming you haven't had any kids or anything yet, I'm sure he just wants to live a healthy life with you for the long term, and he can't do that if you're unhealthy.
And to be honest, obesity can really hinder a lot of life, especially if it gets out of hand.
Yeah.
You can't do certain things.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
It can hinder your overall health, and it does, by statistics standards, decrease life expectancy. So like health is like really important.
Yeah.
It really should be a part of almost everybody's life. Which is why I'm super adamant. You can't really ask me this question because I'm super adamant about
it. I feel like I relate to her in a sense. Me not working out like at all. That was a problem for you essentially because it seemed like I didn't care about my life or my health and stuff like that.
And it felt like I cared more about your health.
Exactly, and that's probably how. So that's why I can understand both sides because I think that that's how he feels right now. It's just like I can't care more about this than you. So
it's like I want to love you, but I don't want to end up having to take care of you later down the road because you decided to not give a damn about your health.
There's so many avenues out there. Diet plans, personal trainers, YouTube video, like show effort. You get like literally the Lucy Wineham or something like that. I remember that like little fitness thing I did.
It was only 6 minutes a day, but I loved it.
Yeah, like 7 minutes a day. We'll leave a link in the description box below. The video in particular I did for like a week. It was like a week long, 7 minutes. That's all you had to do, and it's a start. I'm not saying that's like how you'll get to where you need to be, but it's just a start. It shows effort. It shows you care. It shows you're ready to take it more seriously.
Don't feel like you have to lose 100 pounds or like 50 pounds or whatever overnight. Like it could be one small increment at a time, but I'm pretty sure if he's anything like me, he just wants to see effort.
That you care.
And he doesn't want to hear excuses of like, oh, I was tired today, I didn't want to go to the gym, or I wasn't feeling it this morning. Like no one's ever, like when you first start out on your fitness journey, no one's ever feeling the gym.
Not at all.
Like you're never gonna feel it. It's never gonna feel good. It's one of those things like a job.
No, never. So that's why I suggested start with 7 minutes. It's a gradual progression. You got this, sis.
You got it. Drink more water. How long do you think the talking stage is supposed to last? Personally, I think the most a month. I asked the question because I was talking to this boy I had only known for a week. He asked me out, I said yes, but instead of asking me out on another date, he wanted me to be his girlfriend right then and there. And I said, we're still trying to get to know each other. Let's just go with the flow. He kept pressuring me into getting into a relationship with him, so I ended things with him. Was I wrong to do so?
No, you was absolutely right.
Here's the thing,
Yeah.
here's the thing. Sometimes, this is gonna sound bad for guys, but sometimes guys use the girlfriend title to get other things. It's like, well, we went on a date, you're my girlfriend, now it's like,
right.
oh, you're my girlfriend.
Now you can't deny me
you can't
certain
deny
access.
me access because we're dating now.
Dang.
And if you're feeling it out, like, don't ever let a man, or guys, don't ever let a woman rush you into a decision.
Facts. That you're not
ready
sure about.
for.
Yeah.
That's not fair to you.
Yeah.
Like, if you have a slower pace than him, he has to either
And he said
deal with
one
that.
date. She said one date, baby, bye.
That's-
And I wouldn't even thought about that perspective from, he might be on that. Or if he's not on that, then it's what I thought of, like he on some low-key, like possessive, territorial, borderline stalker energy. If you,
Good shot for saying no, though.
Good for you.
Because
yes.
you have
Very
to.
proud
Like,
of you.
she's preached it to me, but like you teach people how to treat you.
Right.
If he pressured you into that, he's gonna overpace you on basically
Exactly.
every phase
Very
of your
controlling.
life, and that's not gonna like you're just gonna end up being unhappy. So
Good for you.
good shot for
Round
just
of
saying like,
applause.
hey, I have my limits. Don't be afraid to draw your line in the sand when it comes to something that makes you uncomfortable.
Yep.
That is your personal preference, space, bubble, whatever you want to call it. Don't let other people influence that, especially if it's something that you hold true.
My last relationship ended because she thought it was the right place at the wrong time, which is a respectable decision. But her reasoning behind her decision sounds to me, in parentheses, and everybody else that I talked to about it, like she wants to be a hoe. So about a month later, I wanted to talk to her about where we stand because to my understanding, we felt the same way. And somewhere along the way, I lost my temper and yelled how I've been feeling at her. I don't regret yelling, but I regret saying some of the things I said. My boy, you should regret yelling.
Yeah.
Especially you as a man.
Yeah, masculine
That
energy
ain't-
it's very threatening, especially if you start to get loud. It's already threatening being a man with a woman. Obviously an imposing being to her. So if I get loud and aggressive, she's scared. Now she's probably not even listening to what I say. She's just scared.
Fearful, yeah.
If you want to be clearly understood,
Yeah, that ain't it.
that's not the way to go.
No.
Because we don't do it with each other.
Yeah.
That's like the only reason why we're saying don't like even
Because it's not, you were right though, it's
it
not a
doesn't
proper
feel
form
healthy.
of communication.
It doesn't feel healthy
with
at
your
all.
partner, and you never get your point across. When you do watch, or when I watch these reality shows, and there's yelling that goes on, there's never anybody saying, "Do this to me," and then somebody eventually is like, "Okay, I understand."
Yeah.
That never happens. Like it's gonna just be yelling and screaming until somebody pulls somebody else away.
It's only until they sit down and have a cordial conversation where they actually talk like civilized adults that they actually get points across and come to better conclusions. You never see someone be like, you know what, she yelled something real smart.
Right. And at the end of the day too, I feel like guys, for some reason, it always really correlates when you say like, what would you do if somebody did your mama like that, or your sister, or your daughter? And then they're like, oh, right. Because if you saw somebody doing that to a woman in your life that you care about, like a man yelling, I feel like as a man, don't you immediately get defensive?
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
If you really want to get your point across, if you really want to get like quality conversation going,
Yeah.
the escalation only causes either threats or defensiveness,
Right.
and then people stop listening and they just start going back and forth.
And I also feel like, based off, I guess, the conversation going south after this month break that you guys have taken, I don't think she is interested. And I
Yeah.
think the yelling just solidified it, because if it got to the point of yelling in the conversation after a month of kind of like figuring things out separately, she probably said something that made him mad in the sense that she didn't want to get back.
Yeah.
You kind of gotta just respect it. He probably doesn't like that he feels like she lied though. Like she probably wanted to be for the streets, but didn't give him that reasoning as to why. I say let her go.
Yeah, I think it's best
She
for you guys to
she
just kind of.
she don't want it.
My ex-boyfriend and I got together in June 2020. He cheated on me in July 2020. He told me the girl took advantage of the fact that he was really high. Stop. Cut.
Cut.
I can keep it a buck. I can keep it a whole buck.
Please.
I've been high before.
Right.
No one has ever
Taken
advantage
or
of
could,
me.
'cause
Or could.
You
I am coherent.
Bruh.
You are
yes,
coherent.
You're coherent as hell. I also hate when people use the excuse. He could at least say alcohol. He should have at least tried that. That at least is the trending lie.
That's the trend
when
lie.
people cheat. Oh, I was drunk. Even that I think is unacceptable. But continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just
Ridiculous.
off rip, no. Oh, okay. He didn't tell me he cheated until October.
Okay, she didn't know.
This makes a little more
Got
sense
it.
because, like, if you would have found that out,
Yeah,
order of operations says
What the heck are you?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
He didn't tell me until October 2020 he cheated, and he told me that he just put it in, and afterwards, in that instant, he felt guilty. He's not the typical guy to cheat, so I decided to forgive him. We've been on and off for 4 years. In December 2020, he decided to break up with me so he can focus on himself more, but he never told me about his problems emotionally. He said he wants to get back together later on once he's mentally ready. Do you think I should give him another chance?
Absolutely not.
He's like a level 3 streets player.
Meaning what?
It's crazy. I know this sounds crazy, but I've heard of guys actually playing these mental games of saying like, I'm not ready. But here's my thing though. Ain't no way he put it in
and didn't fit. That's my thing. What's the like? He didn't fit. Oh, he felt guilty, but did he finish?
But did he continue?
But he was high. He got taken advantage of. So
I don't.
How did he feel any guilt if?
I don't like it.
He was high.
It sounds too fishy for me to tell you give him another chance.
Absolutely not. And he broke up with you
to focus on himself.
Because he's not ready.
And he's not
ready.
ready.
To be honest, I feel like that's people's top excuse when they don't want to be tied down.
Yeah.
I'm not ready. I need time. Like
I'm focusing on myself. If you just want to break up, just say you want to break up.
Yeah.
Like end on decent terms.
Yeah. I don't like when people put people in positions like that where it's like, for now, I don't want this relationship, but I would like to get back together because they know that the person's gonna hold on.
Don't put me on layaway.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
That's the word.
I don't like
Never allow somebody to put you on a layaway. Oh, I should tweet that. First of all, I love you guys so much and wish nothing but the best. Thank you. Y'all are so sweet. So my boyfriend and I, we're in college, have been together for almost 3 years. The only thing is he hangs out with other girls even when I told him I don't like it. But his excuse is that they are the same major. Because of them hanging out so much, we don't do anything anymore. He also smokes with her and will say they're studying. But every time I say something, he brings up my trust issues from the past. I need help because I'm about over this boy. Love you. Love you too. And love you enough to tell you.
Leave him.
It's a deuces. If it's to the point where your significant other is hanging out with somebody of the opposite sex more than you.
And smoking with him and like...
He dating her. He dating old girl.
I understand being in the same major, but like, there's guys in your major too.
Bruh.
I don't like that.
I
don't like that.
I would never.
Nah.
If you
I'll be
trying
dang
to
you
pull
trying to tell me you hanging out with another dude because y'all in the same major. Oh,
and
I'm coming
smoking
too.
together.
I'm coming too.
Right, have you ever tried to tag along? That's an interesting question. Because if he says you can't come, then that's your real telltale
I mean, that's
sign.
a real double, but I mean, just
I
that
already
in
feel
itself,
like, I already feel like you have enough
like,
evidence to tell you it's a no. I know how it is to be a girl though. Sometimes we need like hard proof.
I know you
not
want
just
hard
advice.
facts. I know you want hard facts, and I know you feel like maybe your trust issues are rubbing on this relationship, but
you're not wrong for
taken
not
from
feeling
outside
trust.
perspectives, you're not crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What he's doing is crazy.
Period.
And the fact that you just said that it doesn't make you comfortable if he truly cared about your feelings.
Right. And he's saying that they're hanging out to study, but she says that they smoke weed instead of studying. So
you can't study properly that high.
yeah, and I'm like, you better be acing the hell out of that class.
Really,
if y'all studying hard, you better ace the hell out of that class.
I want to see your grades.
You're right.
I want to see your report card.
Situations like this always make me feel like it's so obvious they don't want to be in the relationship type stuff. Yeah, but you can be. I've been there before. I've been blinded by love before for sure. When I got with you though, I think that's when I really understood what love is. So you don't really ever really know what it is until you're with someone who can love you correctly. In the sense where these dudes that I was with was making me question stuff like that. Like, am I wrong? Am I crazy? Blah, blah, blah. I feel like all us girls kind of go through that process, but I kid you not, when someone truly wants you, when someone truly cares about you, when you're their one and only, they will make, like, they don't have to say anything. Their actions will scream it. Like, ever since you first started coming after me,
you didn't have to question it.
Ever.
You didn't have to question it at all.
Yeah.
But that is all we have for you guys today. I know these are a little bit longer and we can't get through all of them. Like,
there's no way.
There's no way.
Y'all need a lot of advice.
All right, but we were thinking about doing this on Instagram and we were thinking about doing more Therapy Thursdays for you guys. So don't worry, we will try and get to all, if not most of all.
I was gonna say no.
Yeah, I don't know about all, but most. Which, and hopefully we cover some basics. Maybe people ask
the same thing in different ways.
Some way or the other. But Yes, that is all we have for you guys today. Be on the lookout for more lit content coming from us in the near future. We got a lot of big things in store for you guys.
Yeah.
Just buckle up, all right? But other than that, y'all, if you don't already know, I am Hydrated Hero. She is African Beauty. Together, we are Josh and Isi. Now, you can follow one of us. You can follow two of us. You can follow all three of us. You might as well follow all three of us because we are happy, healthy, and hydrated on all three. But other than that, y'all, until we meet again, peace, love, head grease,
and we out.
Right there.
Right there. I'm looking at it. Subscribe. You want to click that button.
You know you
Click it.
Also, check this video out
right here.
You might as well.
That's quality.
Quality.
Right
Quality
there.
content.
It's quality.
And
of course,
you might as well be right here.
You might as
You might
well
be right there.
because this one's quality too. All this
Quality.
You click anything you want.
Quality.